Hey there. So we received a request from a student who is editing ferociously in Premiere and is ready to now share their project with their teaching staff, with their fellow students, and is just wondering how to go about doing that. And I'm going to show you how to do that very, very quickly. As a demonstration, here is just a quick like 7-second animation that I was working on for demonstrating a creative use of the Ken Burns effect, and I'll just play that for fun. And then we'll export this. Cool. All right, this is all ready to export. And so to do that, just make sure that your sequence is selected and then go to File, Export, Media. Okay, and now this brings up what could be, a sort of daunting looking export setting window box. I know it was the first time that I looked at it, but I'm going to show you just a quick presets, a few quick presets that you can use that'll just pretty much guarantee that it'll look fine and it'll be of a decent file size. You just don't want your videos to be massively big, which can cause uploading problems or sharing problems. So a great file format to have it export to is H.264. So I'm going to make sure that that is selected. And the preset I'm going to select is match source high bitrate. Another great option could be, let's see, high quality 1080p HD. 1080p HD is just sort of standard high definition and is most likely what you will be shooting in if you're shooting on your phone or shooting with a DSLR. I'm just going to switch this back to match source high bitrate so it exactly matches my sequence settings, but I think either of those settings will be perfectly fine. And now I'm going to select the destination to where the output export is going to go to. So I'll select this, and I created a project for this video, and here it is. And I'll make a subfolder in here called exports, which is, if you're doing lots of exports and lots of drafts, it's good to have your own sort of dedicated space for this, for your exports. And I'll just call this V1. Make sure that's selected. Save. Okay, so now this is what the file name is going to be once it's exported. Continuing further down, we have export audio and export video. There's actually no audio in this, but it won't be a problem if I was to leave this selected. If you have video and audio, definitely make sure to have both of these selected. As we go down into the output summary, this you don't need to pay a ton of attention to unless you're really sort of into this stuff, or if you're noticing that you're having problems with your exports not looking that great. Basically what we're seeing here is this 1920 by 1080, that's great, and it's 23.976 frames per second, which is also great. This is just standard American frames per second. You may also see it at 30 frames per second, which is also very normal, but this is all looking totally fine and good. And as we continue down, we see that our basic video settings are matching 1920 by 1080. This is totally fine. Okay, and we are basically ready to export. So I'm just going to hit export, and then it'll do its thing, and then we'll watch it basically to make sure it looks the way we want it to look. Cool. So it handled that very quickly. Again, it's a very short animation. And if I go to our project, exports, and let's play this back to see how it looks. This is looking good. So note this is a lower resolution footage, so when you blow it up, it's going to look a little pixelated, but that's the way it should look, and everything is all set, and I hope this helps. Thanks so much.